Good evening, South Portland High School. My name is Chris Reichley, and I'm judging Ensemble Visual here in Lawrence High School. Nice how you've manipulated the form with your bodies for the kaleidoscopic first and then the side to side second wise. A nice variety right off the bat. Okay, so going from that characterization with the flutes, you want to take a look at that in terms of that expressive quality, making sure that it's exactly what you want, and also the saxophones flexing that form of the top of the piece really was not in control. Yeah, nice. Make sure that form hits right as you get into that grand plie. Don't get there early. Again, just making sure that those lines, those files happen exactly when you want them to, and we don't get there early and we have that clarity of form. Want to stay tall as you make that change of direction. Take a look at the guard form back there in terms of spacing. In general, a fairly good sense of timing, but throughout we're still seeing a couple of trombone players and flute players not quite understanding pulse. Yep, and you want to keep that as you change direction, going from forward motion to backward motion. Make sure you maintain the tempo. Placement of the collar guard within the forms here. Just take a look at it. We have that curvilinear, nice balance with the trumpets and the flutes up front here. Just look at the placement of the collar guard, especially the four on the far left. My far left. Drive the pulse. Okay, nice how you balance out the files in the front of the form versus the block formation of the collar guard on the side form. That certainly works for you. Overall pulse control could be better. Lower body. Yeah, a little bit of tentativeness in the color guard in terms of their expressive qualities here. I think from a design point it's written, just need a bit more believability from them in terms of their understanding of the role. Yeah, control as you go into these kneels here. Very exposed in terms of controlling the beginning and the ending of the move. Yeah, nice sense of layer being created here with the guard and the band. Yep, just to get the soloists have a bit more expression in them, and the dancers as well. Yep, take a look at the saxophone form as it transitions out so the members understand exactly how logically that works. From a design standpoint, it's there. From a performance standpoint, it needs to be better. Nice segments culminating into rotating forms and arcs right here that center rotating form, having some issues in terms of upper body orientation. Nice how that S form came out and connected onto this. Good staging with the guard in the center of that. Yeah, it's still change of direction going from the backwards to the forwards now. You want to maintain that pulse. Yeah, look at the distribution of spacing in the flutes in the color guard. Just wasn't as crystal clear as it should have been. Some of these sharp noises coming out of the front ensemble that are not being, other than the change of direction, they're really not being visually represented. Okay, some interesting choreography for the band in terms of weight shifting, sharing of the phrase. Yep, control the tempo on the large step sizes, trumpets. Good musicality coming out of that. Just take a look at the back 6 flags coming off the back sideline when they're waiting there. Position in the back was distracting from a design standpoint. Yeah. Still some issues in terms of timing in the lower body, pulse control. Rifles are out of step as they come across. Certainly coordinated in terms of design-wise, what you're bringing with the rifles and the flags and the formations kind of landing at the same time. In terms of achievement, I think you really have to look at pulse control. Yeah, musically it's there for the wins in terms of the lower body, and I think it's certainly expressive from a written standpoint. This needs to be expressive from a performance standpoint. The weight of that flag block in the back certainly is audio connect to the audience, so a good audio-visual connection there. Nice kaleidoscopic moment as you break this out linearly. As we get into the block formation here, never quite crystallized for me with what's going on with the woodwinds. Okay, so take a look at those last couple of forms in terms of that crystallization. That last transition was, you kind of could see it coming, as it were. And then when we get here, spacing isn't as good as it could be. So my takeaways from you guys are understand the choreography and how it is written for you. That goes for the color guard, and that goes for the body motions inside the band. In terms of lower body pulse, we're losing it on the change of directions, going from front to back especially. We're also losing height, so they were getting that bounce happening instead of that smooth transition that I'm seeing from most of the rest of the members, but not all of the members. When you get into that characterization of the body, making sure that everyone's contributing at the same level, it's written there for you. It's there. You guys just have to bring it as a unit from an expressive and unity standpoint. And I think that's also true from the color guard in terms of their expression and how they bring their characterization. It's got to be elevated somehow. I think from a design standpoint, it's fine. From a performance standpoint, there's a ways to go. Not a ways to go. more steps to go. And I think that's going to come from their understanding of design intent, and it's also in terms of character intent. So looking forward to talking to you at the Cheek, and thank you for the program, Seth.